Yeah, hello everyone. Very good evening. So, welcome to today's week's Socratic dialogue. So, before we begin, please everyone introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ananya Agarwal and I'm the coach of Team Bridge Build.
Hello everyone, I'm Nitish and I'm from Team Bridge Builders.
Hi everyone, this side Pratik Raj and I'm from Team Bridge Builders.
Hello everyone, this side Suchanda and I'm from Team Beyond the Obvious.
Hello everyone, this is Aditya. I am from the team Beyond the Obvious.
Hi everyone, this is Ananya Baklikar. I am the team member of Team Beyond the Obvious.
Hello
Hi
everyone. This
everyone. I am the co-moderator of the today's Socratic dialogue.
Hello everyone. This is Disha. I will be the moderator of today's ST. Hello.
Yes. Okay. So today's topic of Socratic dialogue is the problem solving. So we have two teams. The team Beyond the Obvious and the team Bridge Builders. So now who would like to go first?
We would like to.
Okay, so you may start your speech with a short summary and the reason why did you choose this name.
Okay, we're Team Bridge Builders and we have named ourselves Bridge Builders because we connect gaps in problems like take linking late night crashes to quick fixes, turning tough spots into easy paths. And our presentation talks about roots in crisis and data, mobiles boosting health and fun, and tech in medicine farms, empathy plus patterns, and fresh tips dig deep into true wins. We'll move on to slide one. The philosophy behind problem solving. Problems hide in system weak spots, not just the um, top level, like a 3 a.m. hospital rush. Looks like no doctors, but it's hard to get expert help fast over distances. Tech and global links show the split between need and answer. We follow clues back to the break, change blocks into limits. We'll move on to the next slide. Solving isn't just action, it's framing and context. We often fix the loud part, but skip the real cause, like adding night workers at hospital instead of telemed joining time zones, or maybe too many ads instead of data linking businesses to right buyers. So we should just start here, ask why the break, note where it pains, see the full stop, find causes, build fixes that last. Over to Pratik.
Thank you, Nitish. So, what does we mean about a great leader? A great leader doesn't just simplify the things; they turn complexity into the clarity, so that the others can act with the confidence. They take the chaos and shape into the clear and life-saving actions. They usually break the larger systems into the pieces that can be solved and executed with the precision. And they always used to keep the bigger vision steady and visible for everyone to follow it. Move to the next slide. So yeah, when one person searches or buys, it seems random, but when millions do it, the pattern emerges. Each actions, whether a late night emergency or an ad click, tells us something about the collective behavior. Real innovation begins when we connect these signals like linking skills and the data and the demands. That's how the systems evolve to learn and sustain themselves. Over to you, Ananya.
Yeah, so problem solving needs empathy and not just logic. A technically perfect solution without a human in the loop is like a product that works, but no one wants to use it. And in businesses too, algorithms can predict behavior, but only empathy builds lasting loyalty. So leaders should design for people first and processes second. It should depend on how users are feeling when they're engaging with it. concluding, this has taught us that every big innovation starts by seeing
Sorry for interrupting, team.
patterns.
Please don't read with slide and keep your pitch precise.
Yeah, so we're just concluding that this has taught us that every big innovation starts by seeing small patterns. So moving forward, we'll be developing this mindset to spot the invisible links between data, processes, and people and turn them into repeatable models connecting systems and processes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, team Bridge Builder, for your pitch. So question box is open for team Beyond the Obvious. So who would like to go first?
So I will start with the questioning. Team Bridge Builders, how would you know that you have found the root cause of the problem and you are not on the surface level?
I think going to the root cause of a problem is when you start questioning why a particular problem was there. So you have to first question yourself why the problem was there, and was it in the process, was it in the implementation part? So it starts with the why.
But my question was, how do you know that you have finally found the root cause? Not how to get there, but how do you know?
To simplify the question, I would give the example which you used in your slide. It's like you gave an example of a 3 a.m. Hospital rush, right? So do you think think lack of doctors is a symptom or a root cause? Uh, is the scenario in which I mean doctors are not there, right?
I believe it's a root cause because uh, connecting to different time zones, nobody thinks about that. They might think of hiring other doctors to work late night. So yeah, and to answer the questions that were asked previously, we'll know the problem by spotting the sign, and we'll look below it and ask why, and then we will try to link the full picture, and we'll do it with care, and we'll do a lot of tests, and then we can pick the true fix.
Thank
Does
you.
this answer your question?
Yes, Disha.
Great. So yeah, do you have any other question?
So I have one follow-up question. So when you are reaching out to that answer, how will you will understand that it is a done and dusted like solution? Like how will you are going to review it ki it is the right solution or how or it needs some more like improvement?
To answer your question, yes, as I mentioned that we need to perform a lot of tests, and we are going to the root cause. Following a we're following a procedure to spotting the sign and asking a lot of why questions and testing it, so we know, like, it's not like a random plan or something like that. There's a lot of thinking that has been done to classify the problem and then implement a solution for that.
What if your test results
And
point out to multiple possible causes, and how do you decide which one to focus on first?
So I want to answer this question. So basically, when we are focusing on the certain answers, we have a different perspectives. So basically, we focus on the what perspectives can be solved in an easily way. Like what is the obvious way to solve that problem. So if this, for example, if we are rushing out the 3M possibility, rushing out the 3M questions, so we generally focus on that what could be the least, or you can say the insurable answers or insurable process we could follow. So if that process is following, if that process is okay with the problem, so we could go with that solutions. If not, then again we are asked the questions that why we are doing this and what are the other possibilities we can follow.
Okay, Team Bridge Builders, I have a question. You pointed out empathy in problem solving. How important is that?
So basically, there are the two things. First thing is that is sympathy and the empathy. Sympathy means that you are having the emotional touch with that the person, and empathy means that you are having the emotional touch plus you wanted to solve that person. Wanted to solve that problem. So this is how we used to connect with the problems. We connect with the people with the empathy, so that we can also realize that what they are feeling and also solving at the same time.
But my question was, how important is it in problem solving? How
Because
Empathy comes from understanding. So that understanding part comes when there is a person, a human who is checking the data that the machine is giving you. Like we want to have a human in the loop who has the expertise to keep a track of what the machine is giving you. Like you don't take everything that ChatGPT gives you. You debate with it. So that is where empathy comes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question? Team beyond the obvious. Okay. So I think we can carry on with second team uh, presentation. So yeah. Ananya, you are in mute.
Yeah. So our pitch explains a practical approach to problem solving, how to identify the real issues and understand the people involved and create solutions that actually work. So, when we talk about philosophy behind the problem solving, many times what looks like a problem is actually just a symptom of something deeper. For example, if a team keeps missing the deadline, the real issue might not be their laziness, it could be the unclear communication or poor planning of the team. So that's why we believe that real problem solving doesn't start with jumping into action, but it starts with understanding what's truly going wrong. So our approach is to first frame the problem correctly, to ask the right questions and see the full picture, and only then rush into fixing it. Over to Suchanda.
Okay. So solving is not just a action, right? It's a like a framing and how its context. Like so, most teams rush to the solution. They don't find like they try to find the easy fix. So we have to pause and ask you what is the beneath the surface, which is actually causing the root cause. Over next slide. Yeah. So now think about how reduction, abstraction, and action works. So a technically perfect fix can't like still fails, right? And if it is like ignored by the people, then empathy and the bridges the logic, and it had the life experience. So we design a solution that works for the human, not just only for the systems. Over to you, Aditya.
Okay, thanks, Suchanda. So, complex problem needs clarity, not oversimplification. We reduce chaos into clear, actionable parts without losing the actual context of the problem. Abstraction helps us see patterns rather than isolated issues. So, we follow a three-step mantra for problem solving. The first step is dig deeper. We have to uncover root causes and we don't have to settle for surface level fixes. The second point is empathy first. We have to understand the people affected before proposing the change. And the final step is build it iteratively, test, learn, and evolve, and so that improvement never stops, and nor do we. So, in conclusion, true problem solving is a continuous dialogue with us, with data, with people, and ourselves. Our mantra reminds us to stay curious, human, and adaptive. So, beyond the obvious isn't just our name, it's our mindset. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the pitch, team beyond the obvious. Now question banks is open for the team builders. Who would like to go first?
Okay, I have one question. So, like, if you don't follow up the three mantras, do you have any another possibilities or any other solutions you opted for?
So, like when problem solving, we generally follow a basic guideline. So that's the three-step mantra. If we actually follow this guideline, the solution would be actually much better and less harmful to others. If we don't follow this, there might be some problems or there might be some harmful, counter solutions.
Okay, but my question is, do we have another solutions? Do we have another mantras? Like you stated
Absolutely.
that
Like
three, yeah.
every problem has like infinite number of solutions. We can always create our solution if that the mantra doesn't work for us. But the mantra is actually a generalized solution, generalized, method to solve the problem.
And also your mantra has dig deeper first. So how do you know when to stop digging before it turns into a rabbit hole, like tracing symptoms without endless whys?
Okay, like as you said, endless wise. Once we start digging deeper, we just getting many questions. Okay, and once the number of questions stop or the quality of the questions stop, we know we have actually found the like bottom hole or pit hole.
Does that answer your question,
Yes.
Mish?
Has this
Any other
three-step
questions?
mantra has this three-step mantra been tested by you on one of your projects or any work that you've been doing? And if yes, then how? Like if you can give an example.
Okay, so in UBS lab, we are responsible for scoring different people. So the problem was actually it had a lot of manual work. We were doing a lot of manual work, and it was very tedious. So we started digging deeper, like what was the root cause, what was the problem, and once we dig deep enough, we actually understood that okay, the main problem is the data collection. So we started bringing in APIs. So API is actually a messenger who brings us data. So the API solved the problem. And by empathy, like the people's problem actually got solved since like there were many people who were, their marks wasn't accurate. Like they attended the LDR session or that they attended the SD session, but they didn't get their marks. So after automation, it actually improved their experience. Thank you.
And what if digging uncovers the wrong people to empathize with?
Like, what do you mean by that? Who are these wrong people?
Like you said, there will be a lot of whys, if there are a lot of whys, then what if we discover a wrong people and we're empathizing the wrong person for them?
So, to answer this question, I think we that is the reason dig deeper so that we don't empathize wrong people as such. Like digging deeper, I mean, identifying the right people comes under digging deeper into that particular problem statement, I believe.
Okay.
And also
What is
continue.
no, if you're answering something.
No, I'm saying ki also if you are like there is no it is an infinity process, right? Whenever you are doing anything, there is some pros and some cons, but definitely we will come up whenever we are digging deeper, we will definitely come up with that cons also ki okay, we are definitely going in a wrong direction and we will implement ki how we can like improve that and again dig much more deeper. So definitely we can improve it with time.
Yeah, so it's asking that you said that you want clarity and not oversimplification. So what is the problem with oversimplification? And how do you differentiate the piece clarity and oversimplification?
Okay, so think like ki clarity is something ki I am giving you some maybe examples and you are getting the thought process ki how to like implement it in your real life or in your the problems you are facing. But oversimplification is something maybe I am providing you something that you can just implement right now. You will get the result, but after that you will not use it in any other problems. So that's why I think clarity is more important than oversimplification.
So by oversimplification, you mean that you don't want to spoon feed people, you want to give them the clarity to do the work on their
Exactly.
own.
Okay. Any other questions, follow-up questions, guys?
Yeah, I have one. So basically, we are now like facing the corruptions everywhere. So it's a like another thing, but it's related to your three mantras ways. Like okay, so in my opinion, everyone knows that corruption is there, and everyone wanted to solve it. So if we wanted to apply these three mantras solutions, three mantras process, so okay, fine, everyone is applying it. So my question is that why do these policies still fail to stop this type of corruptions in everywhere, like in the bureaucracies or anywhere? Like we have that system, we have that process, but still we are failing. Why? Is this the people are lacking that clarity that about the system, or is this the people wanted to do that corruption?
Thank you for your question, ISG. So, uh, sorry. According to me, actually, it's actually the people's problem. Like people are not doing enough. So you pointed out corruption. So like we all know that there's a lot of potholes in our road. So is it the government's problem or is it the contractor's problem? Actually, it's the contractor's problem that they are trying to save money so that they can keep the money. So according to me, it's the people's problem that people are not trying enough, to dig harder to solve actual problems. They are just looking out for their own benefits.
And
But
Team Bridge Builder,
why?
it would be it would be better if we align the topic and questions more aligned to our project also.
So on the top of of that, I wanted to say ki you said that how they are not identifying any process. So process is not limited, right? Process has a infinite. Everyone is evolving the process. Everyone is trying to find that one process that helps, but it is always evolving. Even in DT also, we are evolving our processes. We are finding the right way, but definitely there will be changes all the time because every time we are experimenting. Even what example you are setting also, there are changes. They are also finding some loopholes. So process is something that is changing with time. That is not a constant. That is an infinite outcome.
Yeah, I got my answers.
Any other questions, guys? No questions? Okay, then we can conclude today's session. So thank you everyone for participating. But before we wrap up, it we would be welcome few reflections. Who would like to go first for reflection?
I'll go first. Yeah, from
Yes.
this SD, I learned that problems hit deep. So dig with why, but frame full context as well. Perfect fixes need empathy first to stick. Thanks, stick, and clarity simplifies without losing uh, the main context, and we can build iteratively on patterns, and our mantra could be spot gaps, then ask why, and act with care.
Thank you, Nitish. Who would like to go next?
So I wanna go next. So like I learned that true progress begins when we stop overreacting to the symptoms and start redesigning, or you can say designing the systems in an efficient way. With like whether it's a 3M hospital rush or the corruption in the daily operations, the solution lies in the clarity or the systems and the improvement day by day, and the like reviewing the policies day by day. And also the one more thing which I always wanted to have, that accountability. So and it always used to turn the complexity into the systems that sustain the trust and action. So what I believe, that you have to reevaluate, and you can say the improve your policies time to time so that you can have the up to most clarity what you are doing right now.
Okay, thank you, Pratyuki. Uh, and also to the people who were not in the DT, not in the SD, sorry. I would like some of the reflections from those peoples also.
And so all participants who were part of the mock ST, so are encouraged to share their reflections. What you learned from today's ST? What are the key insights you got? So who would like to come first to share their reflection? What are the key insight you've received from today's ST?
Dinesh.
Okay, we will encourage anyone from even SD or mock SD, anyone who wants to share the reflection.
Come on, guys, today's topic was like something we do in every day in every project, right? Identifying the problem, going to the root of it, that applying the solution. So, like, what did you find out? What insight did you get from today's conversation?
Okay, I want to go next then. So basically, definitely today we had a great discussion about how problem solving and all of the mantras and all of that. So it's a great insights we got out while even working on this PPTs and SD drill. So one thing I understand that surface level understanding is a very harmful thing, and also while digging deeper, we get to know a lot of things. There are no finite loop of process, and every time whenever we are solving any problems, there will be a lot of bottlenecks which we will find out, and that is better for our experience also, and that is a I will say that is a process of getting fine tune the solution. So there is no constant process, but definitely it is evolving, and definitely we will find something that matches our time frame and matches right now what we are doing. So that will help. So yeah, that's all I get out of this SD drill. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sachanda. Anybody who want to share with the part of the ST, because the people who were not the part of the participants, I think they didn't watch my test today. So anybody else who want to share their reflection who are part of the meta ST? Take some initiative, guys. Please come here. Share your reflection, what you guys learned.
I mean, we talked about problem solving and how empathy is important in problem solving, because it's not just about the process that we have defined the process, but it's also about how the users are feeling about the process and how they're able to process that process at the first place to know what is working out for them, what is not working out for them. So I feel that is a very strong takeaway for me, that even during problem solving, empathy is very important.
Exactly.
So adding
So
on
the
to what
people.
Rashita said, 2 minutes. So, when we talk about empathy and, it's not like problem solving is not about right tools or, right policies as such, but it's about the depth and empathy, and also the adaptability. Because even well defined and well designed systems can fail if we don't understand human behavior and the root causes. So yeah, Yashita rightly pointed this, we should have empathy, and I got this insight today, and I realized that problem solving isn't just about the policies and fixing the temporary issues or whatever issues are visible widely. So yeah.
Exactly. That's a very great insight. Okay, anybody else who want to share? By listening to other people's reflection also, you can also maybe got some of the pointers, some of the key insights, right? So you can come ahead, you can share that reflection from there. Okay, anybody else who want to share? Yes, please observer, come ahead. Okay, let's give the chance to two of the observer, 2 to 3 observer who would like to come and take this initiative to share their reflection.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. First of all, I'm not a part of this SD, but I would like to add a point regarding the problem solving. Is that okay?
Yes, please go ahead.
Sure.
So, my point is that the manager or the leader, someone who is leading the solution, who's working on a problem, it's better for him to include the executive level employees too in the problem solving process as well as the decision making process. If this happens, the executives, they feel they feel authentic, they are a part of the decision making process, so the likelihood of implementing the solution increases. So this is what I would like to add.
That's a very great point. Okay, anybody have any follow-up question or any insight to add? Okay, so who's the next observer who want to share their reflection? The observer, please come and share their reflection and take this initiative, please. This is the kind of opportunity where you can, reflect and you can see that how much you have learned. Also, I can see there is a video off of so many few people. Just turn your video on. Okay. So, yeah, Akshay.
So I would like to go because this is my reflection on what I learned from the PDGMS session. So my biggest takeaway from today's PDGMS session is about heavy lifting and how to mentor as a leader. Like I learned about, Tarun explained 3 parts, right? First part we'll break the things down, and in the second part we'll document the things, and in the third part we'll just set checkpoints after every stage. And yeah, this is my reflection. Like, this is what I learned today. And about heavy lifting, like, I learned that I like this type of perspective. Like, leaders shouldn't do everything by themselves. Instead, like, they have to focus on resolving the bottlenecks which team are facing. So, this is my biggest takeaway from today's PDGM message.
Thank you so much, Akshay, for sharing a reflection of PDGM session. Okay, so we will end this session today here. So thank you so much everyone for staying and participating in the session.